Welcome back to the farm, everyone. Doug Wallace of Base Camp Country Real Estate. This weekend, Austin and I are once again living out Base Camp's motto of it's more than just dirt, it's a lifestyle. And that's what we have going on this weekend. We are planting the bedroom project. Guys, it's really coming along. I'm so happy with the progress on it, the way it's turned out. It just couldn't be any better, quite honestly. The only thing that would make this spot better is if we'd have went ahead and done this 5 years ago. But you've heard me say that a number of times. But I really do wish we had done it sooner. But we're getting it done now. So, anyways, want to just dive into, before Austin and I get to planting here this weekend, on what we're putting in here. We're putting literally a ton of lime on. We're putting 550 pounds of 624-24, 40 pounds of wheat, and then about 7 pounds of the Pennington Rackmaster Durana white clover is what's going in here. Now, come fall time, we'll plant, overseed it with some brassicas like rape and turnips in here. So our plan always for this spot here will be to have some type of green food source for the deer. And as Austin's getting stuff ready, I thought I'd just visit with you all about what led us to do the bedroom project, even though we'd been thinking about it for 5 years. So I want to touch on what kept us from doing this for the last 5 seasons. And literally, it was just access. It's not that the access is hard getting in here. We have easy access, quite honestly, off the northwest and northeast corner of this 1.4 acres is a logging road. So the access getting in here is really easy, going to be really quiet, except for late fall when all the leaves come off. Then we'll have to walk these things with a leaf blower and take care of that part. But with this amount of timber, and like you've heard me say before, we've got over 100 acres. And then off to the south and west of us, there's 650 acres or more of nothing but timber. So, you know, deer like bedding in the timber, and getting in here, we could just never get it in our heads, you know, because we would prefer to access the stand without spooking anything on the way into it. Like our stands out here on our food plots and stuff, we have tremendous access there. We can get in without spooking anything. We come right through a CRP field on mowed paths and right up into our redneck blinds. Our problems there is getting out of an evening time, because there are times we'll literally have 40 plus deer on the food plot. Well, you're sitting there for an hour plus after legal shooting time, hoping these deer will disperse off that field. Well, it doesn't matter how late you sit there, there's still a deer out there, and so you're still always spooking something. Now, we have tried planting screen and stuff in there the last few years, and if you're in central Missouri, you know we've just been in a drought over a drought over a drought, so those screens haven't taken off for us to give us an exit, you know. So, but access coming in on early season will be fine. I'm not worried about anything seeing us, because everything will be foliaged out. But what I am worried about is something smelling us. So I think we always hunted back here, or when we did hunt back here, it was always on a north or west wind. I don't think that's going to change. That's how we're going to set the redneck blind up, is for north and west winds. So, which means we'll probably only access this place off of the logging road here to the northeast corner of it. But we're still coming through a great big block of timber here, so we could end up spooking something by scent getting in here. And, you know, as things goes, it may be the buck that you're wanting to hunt that night. Although we're going to our thought process is that the majority of them do bed off to the south and the west, but you never know with getting food back here how drastically that's going to change. So then I think our problem here really isn't so much as getting in here sight unseen, it's fooling their nose getting in here. And then I think it's no problem getting out of here of an evening time, because most of these deer will move off and they will have went to a destination grain field or off to our food plots. So I think it opens up more hunting opportunities for us back here, especially early season. And then when you think about it, like the year we just come through, a tremendous amount of acorns, right? And so with this amount of timber, going to be a tremendous amount of acorns on a really good acorn crop like we just had last year. Well, they don't need to come out of the timber to go to a food plot, and when they do, it's well past dark, you know. And that's what our camera showed the majority of the first half of fall season last year in 2023. So my thinking is, with this food plot tucked back up here within all of this timber, that should help us, you know, even if there's a lot of acorns and stuff. Deer like to meander and feed and stuff, so they'll eat some acorns, maybe hopefully come out here and get a bite of Durano clover, and hopefully it's a big old buck, and hopefully we're sitting in this redneck blind that we're going to be putting up right here. You know, in all years previous, we rarely hunted back here until the last week of October, and we might only hunt back here 6 to 8 times total. And it would be hit or miss right in the bedroom. Morning times were really good. They'd get really good from about 9 to 11 back here. Again, in the bedroom, them bucks pushing does around. And I think as bucks like to do, they like to get their hot doe, run her back up in a draw or a ditch or a big old woodlot, and keep her from going out to the fields where another buck could potentially steal her away. So with this plot right here in the bedroom, that ought to really enhance things for us, in my thinking, come fall hunting season during the rut, really be able to maybe even increase our chances there. So I see us hunting this spot back here a whole lot more than we have in years past. Again, you know, getting back to access, getting in here early season, sight unseen, I'm not worried about. It's them smelling us. And then getting out of an evening time, I don't think will be a problem at all, because for the most part, they'll move out of here and go off to those destination feed spots or other food plots. Even if they show up there late, it'll allow us to get out of here easy, versus when we're sitting out there on that food plot having to stay there an hour past day or legal shooting time, and making sure it's black dark, and we're still spooking something even then when we're getting out of here. So anyways, I hope that gives you some insight as to why we chose this spot on the farm and why we are doing what we're doing. If you have a spot like this on your property, I'm hoping maybe it's something you can take away and maybe use this same type of idea on your property to help you not only with the huntability of your property, but also improving the habitat for the wildlife that call it home. So we're going to get busy here. We're going to get this planted here today. Today is Saturday, February 24th. Pretty weather. It's about 70 degrees today, and light wind. But anyways, I'll quit yakking here, guys. Thanks for tagging along with us. And remember, it truly is more than just dirt. It is a lifestyle.